We have an interesting matchup we have not had so far on the stream. We have Purrely on the left side in just a moment versus Labrynth on the right side. Should be pretty interesting, to say the least. I expect a pretty good match to come out of these. And as we see, Purrely already going at it, as one could say. So let's see what he'll be ending on. And okay, he'll be getting gammaed. That is pretty rough. But I believe he can still do something here. But yeah, this is not the normal version of Labrynth. I believe he's playing a bit more of the so-called furniture cards, I guess you could call them. It still plays a fair bit of traps, but he does play some of the furnitures, so should be quite interesting to see how that turns out. So here we see a Purrely. Should be resolving, unless there's some sort of interruption. Yeah, that's happy memory. And I believe that it can be quite difficult in this matchup to deal with Nor, but I guess we'll have to see what happens, if we'll even be getting to that point of the game. As we see another Purrely plump and activating happy memory right after. Which is grabbing sleepy memory. Also, we see the brow for the discard engine. Some people opt to play the discard engine, some people opt not to play the discard engine. It's completely optional, but again, up to player choice. So here we have sleepy memory. And both of these players are X1, I believe, so it is quite the important match for them. If not X2 even, but I believe they're X1. See the mills, pretty good. So far so good. And yeah, let's see what happens from here. How does the Labrynth player come back from this one? Looks like quite the rough game state. Oh, we are still in the end phase, and I think that's a Chandraglier, I believe. I'm not too familiar with these cards. I know what Stovey does, but the Chandraglier, not that acquainted with, but I believe it just sets, and okay, he has Lady Labrynth as well. Pretty good start. That is a very strong start for the Labrynth player, and wow, he quickly dealt with any possible threats there. So let's see what happens from here. How both players play it out, and yeah, the spells come back. Gamma gets banished, then the lab player draws for turn. It's welcome. Gets ashed. Switches lady to attack. I think he's trying to attack the Purrely. Resolves. Or well, goes through. Let's see where this goes from here. I think we have quite an interesting match on our hands. Set 2 and pass. I believe we are still in the, or are we in the draw phase of the Purrely player's turn? I believe so. Yeah, it came from the hand. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Purrely resolves. Here we go. Big welcome. I'm assuming we'll grab the other big Labrynth monster. The Silver Castle. I believe that's what she's called. To pop a card. We see the virus coming out here. Oh, does he have a coup clock? Okay. He does get the coup clock. And here we go. The virus resolves. So this virus is pretty extreme force to be dealt with. As it will look at his opponent's entire hand, all monsters they control, and all cards they draw till the end of their third turn after this card's activation, and will destroy all of those monsters with 1500 or less defense. So all of the Purrelys, the Purrelys, all gone. Which is pretty rough. Okay. Let's see where we go from there. Normal Purrely, okay. Dogmatica Punishment on the Purrely. And that's a scoop. Okay. Interesting. I guess Labrynth is just favored in this matchup. By the way he drew, just seems that he just straight up wins. I did not expect that, honestly. I'm a bit not so familiar with the Labrynth cards, so I'm not really up to date with how that deck works in its new version with the Stovies and Kukloks and Chandrigliers and whatever. But it looks very interesting, and not gonna lie, it looks very broken. So yeah. So as both players are siding, I wonder what the Purrely player has to side for this matchup. It's not that simple or easy to side for such a deck, such as Purrely, so it will definitely be interesting to see what he has for the matchup. And as both players are shuffling up, it will also be interesting to see who opts to go first in this matchup. I would assume the Purrely player still would like to go first, try to set up Nor. But we'll see. So as both players are shuffling up, let's see who decides to go. Or well, if the Purrely player decides to go first or second, I would assume he just wants to go first, but we shall see. Starts with Sleeping Memory. This card's a Happy Memory. Okay. Or is that a Happy Memory? Or are my eyes deceiving me? Might be something else. Oh, pretty memory. My bad. Normal's Purrely. Activates my friend Purrely. Reveals 3 delicious memories, I'd assume. Okay. That's the trap. Yep. For a leap. Enters Plum. Oh, the Vanity's Fiend. That is rough. That is quite rough. Set 2, 3, 4, and 5. But still, that Vanity's Fiend is very, very rough. As we pass it back to the Purrely player's turn. Let's see what he decides to do. Could maybe just look to Zeus. No. Activates my friend Purrely. Makes complete sense. Reveals Delicious, Delicious Sleepy. What will he be going for here? Let's see if there's a response in the battle phase by the Labrynth player. Dogmatica Punishment on the Vanity's Fiend. Pretty strong there. Pretty good interruption. And a Gozen match. Wow. That might just be game, huh? I do not think there's anything the Purrely player can do here. That just might be it, huh? That's pretty crazy. Gozen skill drain punishment. Yep, that's... That looks fun. Definitely. Well, pray to God, I guess. Oh, that's a big welcome as well. Oh my god, man. That's just... That's crazy, man. Well, time for a lady beatdown. It's just game, man. That's so insane. Okay. Sleepy Memory. Chain, I would assume he would chain Big Welcome. He doesn't even have to. Special summons another Purrely. Purrely in grave. Recycles his Purrelys. Well, I'm not sure how the Purrely player is supposed to play the game, unless he draws like a Twin Twister or something. I'm pretty certain he just does not play the game. And we see pretty memory. Gets another Purrely. Just walling up and trying to survive for as long as possible. Until he draws some sort of out. I would assume rather and hope rather quickly. As he seems to be looking through his extra deck, searching for an answer. Maybe he has found something. Oh, I think that card isn't out, but yeah, just gets dealt with by big welcome. And I'm not too sure how he's supposed to establish board presence again after that.